We're going to ramble on my comparison between the A&K Billie and my Itemotic ER4P. So what we see here is a Ibaso DX50. So I've been having this for like ages. This I picked up in 2020, and I'll be comparing them to my uh, ER4Ps. So the reason why I'm doing this is basically I got to listen to the Change Audio Roxanne in the recent uh, head, headphone zone, the meetup. So I listened to Roxanne and I was actually quite surprised at the sound signature that was presented to me. It sounded uh, very dark, so very warm sounding headphone, very rolled off highs, and even though the bass attenuation knob was kept at neutral, it sounded very warm to me. I was quite surprised. So so I have been listening to the ETs. I love these a lot. Very analytical, very flat. Um, Compared to the ER4S, these have a nice low frequency bump. Very very analytical and very closed down sound stage. These don't have a very wide sound stage. They sound like they're in your ear. They image like crazy, like pinpoint accuracy. These are legends, man, legends in the in-ear headphone zone. It's not for everybody because, as you know, they are. Look at this. They go deep inside the ear, and I've been using these foam tips on them, and I like the way they sound. Whatever I listen to, I compare it with these. My uh, my home audio, my car audio, everything is compared to these. So I have a playlist that I listen to, and I always keep coming back to that playlist, comparing this. The highs are so nice, nice and airy. Mids are nice and lush. Uh, they're not warm. The mid bass attack and the low frequency attack is very quick and very fast. They decay very fast, so notes don't linger. So I used to listen to these very frequently. The only issue being that they're very microphonic. So when these rub to your t-shirt, they pick up sound very badly. And since they go deep in your ear, I don't have any issues, but sometimes I do get ear pain. So I wanted something that I could listen to for a longer duration and something which could give me an alternative to this earphone because they're they're actually holding quite well for their age, but I'm just scared where something might happen to them. So I then came these. So these I picked up in 2020 lockdown. So was sitting at home for the first time in my life, jobless. So as the clinics were closed, hospitals were closed, so I wanted to listen to these, and uh, so I researched a lot of frequency charts, and these look closer to the ETs on the frequency chart. So with a little bit of bass and maybe little warmer sounding than the ETs. So I bought those along with the Ibaso DX160 that I picked up. So um, so what happened was got these and I gave them a listen. And, very well tuned. I think Cherry Harvey has done a very good job tuning these dual drivers. So these have a single mid bass driver and a single high driver. For a two-way, they sound really well rounded. Uh, Good sound stage, good imaging, good low frequency response, and very nice and airy highs. So never sibilant. So I enjoy these a lot. And the best part is they do come with the 2.5 mm balanced cable as well, but unfortunately I don't have a balanced headphone out. Now this is the DX50 Ibato. So very old. I think this came out in 2013 or something like that. So I've been using this as a DAP and a DAC. So DAC is one out from the Mac. Uh, the reason why I like this is it's got a Wilson back inside, very warm sounding back, and kind of makes this sound little better. It makes it a little more low frequency heavy. This one goes well. I like the synergy with both. Uh, so compared to Roxanne is very dark sounding. I didn't personally for many years the Roxanne didn't work out well. For some reason, it was very dark, very veiled. The low high frequency was the mids and the upper lower mids were overpowering the upper mids and highs. I didn't like them, so I was very surprised. Uh, I listened to uh, Unique Melodies. Mesh, whatever those are called. Quite impressive, but I didn't. I think the low frequency was very overpowering the rest of the frequencies. And then, other than that, Sunrises HD 650, HD 6XX from Massdrop, and HD 600s. So I I listen to those and very nice. Needs a lot of power to be driven, but very nice. So these usually come with stock tips. The medium soft tip used to work well for my ear, but then I lost it, and then I didn't get a replacement. The comply foam that I used never worked in my ear; they kept falling off. So these are spring fits. So I started using this. I just ordered this without thinking much, thinking let me try and see because I really missed listening to these. And once I got these, they seem to have worked. They don't fall off the ear that soon, and they because they insert a little deeper, the sound isolation is better. And I'm used to wearing these kind of these what are the flange, dual flange tips because the ETs used to come with those top. So and those come with triple flanges. These are dual flanges, so these are much better. So the thing is, these actually turn according to the ear canal, so they don't get squished. So they turn according to it, and uh, it makes the imaging better because they go deeper. But at the same time, the sound stage doesn't suffer for some reason, and that could be because of the wide board that these come with. So JH Jerry Harvey has made something called a soundboard where the the board from the high driver and the low driver kind of converge and into a chamber. So that sound chamber kind of brings down the sibilance of these, and because this kind of adds to that sound chamber, I think the high frequencies are tamed down. And because the insertion is deep and seed is fine, the low frequency is quite enjoyable right now. So just a ramble for today morning about these. Um, will be Let me know what you guys want me to talk about next. Compare the DX50 with the DX160, which I have. I can do a small video on that. This is a very nice player. We don't get these anymore. We don't get spare parts for this anymore. But each time I listen to this, man, this thing sounds so nice, especially very, very warm, very, I can't say too warm, but it's quite nice, very warm sounding that, and very powerful as well. These can power on high gain, they can decently drive the Sennheiser's 300 ohm HD 600s and 650s quite well. So I'll be doing a small video on this soon. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to my ramble. Peace.